Gaddis section 3.4. This one should be a short video. We're going to look at what's called overflow and underflow, and that occurs when you assign a value that's too large or too small to the variable that you have declared. The variable contains a value that is a wraparound, and so for example, if you create a short integer and you initialize it to the largest value it can hold, which is a 32,767, and then you add 1 to it, what's going to happen? Because this 32,767 is the largest number that it can hold, it basically wraps around to the negative end of its values and produces negative 32,768. Okay, so depending on your system, it might be handled differently. It might display a warning, it might stop the program, or it might continue execution with the incorrect value. So just be aware that this does happen. And the example from the textbook is program 3-10. If we run that in JDoodle, it sets the short integer variable and then a floating integer variable as a sets a number too small to fit the float, and then it executes and it prints original value, and then after you've done an overflow, which is adding 1, that's the overflow, it wraps around to the other end of the and gives you a negative 32,768. And if you try to subtract 1 to make it overflow again, then the value after the overflow is again 32,767. And the value of a very tiny float variable, it says is 0. So when you do this very tiny float variable, the computer basically says, yeah, it's close enough to 0. That's what it is. That's it.